You tweeted not too long ago, I'm currently putting out the best and most successful music of my career, and I'm thankful it has nothing to do with a record label, celebrity, or
Please,
controversy.
bro, that's very hard to say in 2025. How many artists would Panda Chop say that you know of that's independent, that's making a living off music without dissing anybody, without a record label, or without a machine or anything behind it? Probably not many, right?
Not many, bro. Not many.
That what I mean. So for me to already be making a living, to already be working with so many legends, and to now be able to make a bigger impact with my music and not have no legends, not have no cosign, not have no features at all, and for my numbers to be higher, it's empowering, man. It just really lets me know that if you listen, again, if you listen to your fans, if you listen to the people that's playing your music and buying it, it will tell you how to feed them better. And it worked for me and it's working. So I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going.
When you do these collab albums with people, how do
Mhm.
you guys decide like it's gonna drop through this record label or distributor or whatever, like compared to like when you doing it just by yourself?
Well, okay, so for instance, when me and Eric Sherman dropped the EP earlier this year, it's just as simple as I upload it, and the way they have it, um, you can basically drop it as a co-release. So it appears on his platform, it appears on my platform. So it's really that simple. We do this 50-50 splits and it drops instantly. But so basically the best thing is no matter if you use DistroKid, TuneCore, whatever you use as your distribution, they now have it to where if you upload it the right way, it's going to drop simultaneously on both of you guys' profiles. So it's going to look like me and Eric Sherman just dropped a new record.
But what about the record label part? Because some of these people they in deals and
Oh
stuff, right?
well, none of the people that I do the music with are signed. Like that's just I don't know if it's
Got you.
been lucky, but yeah, all of the people that I've managed to work with, legends or any of them. Well, I'll say this: I actually didn't think about this. So to answer your question, what DistroKid does, for instance, because that's who I have. When I do a record with like a Method Man or Ice T or Bun B, they have it to where you could just get that artist to go to from their Twitter account and to DM DistroKid's Twitter and just say, hey, this is Method Man. I approve RJ Payne to drop such and such. And that's it.
Hmm.
So it's not even about the label. Maybe if it was a Drake or something like that, where it's like, yo, the label really controls the artist, probably. But when it's artists that are more
Right.
like the legends in control, it's just as simple as them sending the company a DM. That's it.
So then you also tweeted, it's crazy that when I was touring, doing a bunch of interviews and hanging with celebrities, not only was I making less money, my music didn't have as much reach. Now that I'm focused strictly on the music and my fans, my numbers are higher than they've ever been before.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was confused like so many rappers. You think that being in the mix, hanging with celebrities, dropping freestyles, getting cosigns, you think that that's what's gonna sell your music, but it's not. And in all actuality, what it does is it makes you famous for rapping on other people's beats. That's all it does. It turns you into a walking jukebox, and it makes people say, "Hey, you're dope at rapping. Spit something for me." And the moment you're done, they might let you get a picture with them or something. But guess where they're going when they leave? They're going to do music with real musicians and collab with artists that they really mess with on an artistic level. And I just wanted to make sure I'm the artist, not the entertainment. So I just prided myself on making sure that I focused on selling my music, not hanging with celebrities, not showing you, yes, I'm with all of these big legends every day. And then when I put out the album, nobody cares. I've seen that happen so many times. And I've seen in real time, the moment that I stopped dropping every project with a cosign and I just focused on the people, my numbers went up. So it's like, I'll still do something with, some of my legendary homies and something in the future, but it's just good to know that when it comes to my music, all I got to do is feed my fans and they're going to be there for me.
You know, it goes to show you that a cosign only goes so far, right? Like you being around all these celebrities and taking pictures, it gets you noticed. But at some point, it's like, okay, what now? What's going to leave the lasting impression? And that has to be the music.
Right. Because they don't care. After they see you standing next to Jay-Z and Nas, they don't want to hear your music. But what the algorithm and the likes and all of that does is make you feel like, oh shit, now they want to hear me with Jay and Nas. No, they love Jay and Nas, and they was kind of cool that you were in the picture. They don't really care about nothing you got going on. And that's the reality. And dog, that would hurt my heart sometimes. Okay, I'm in the studio with me and whoever, me and Lloyd Banks. It would be 5,000 likes. The moment I say, all right, now here's my solo song, 500 likes, 1,000
Mm.
likes. I'm like, damn, where's the love you just had oh, that was because I was standing next to, got you. So let me just figure out a way to feed y'all. And the moment that I figured out, you have to focus on the people buying the music. That's the cheat code. All of the extra shit, that's just noise.
Yeah, it's true, man. Focus on the people that really fuck with you.
That's it.
Was that something that you struggled with before as far as like when you got the attention, was it like gassing you up to like, man, like I'm really on my shit now. I'm really somebody, or like you just always had it in perspective, like, don't let this shit get to your head.
No, it didn't gas me up, but it gave me a false sense that we were friends. It did. It 100% made me feel like everybody that I was in a picture with, once we talked on the phone, once we hung out, because we smoked the blunt, because we had a drink, I thought we were cool. And then you start to understand that that's a lot of these people, you're cool long as they feel as though you're getting a certain amount of traction, long as they feel as though you're getting a certain amount of publicity. Yeah, they're your guy then. But when they feel like you're getting a little cold, they don't really answer them phones the same way. They kind of switch up. And for me, I always had so many extremes. Eminem shouting me out one day. I'm dropping something independent quietly the next. I'm doing a song with Bun B this day. I'm doing a song with a rapper you never heard of this next day. So I would see in real time the gravitation towards me, and then I don't know who is he with? Who's he signing to? And that just got old to me really fast. So I just started to just be like, okay, who's showing me love no matter what? My fans. A few celebrities, but who's rocking with me every day? My fans. And that's all I want to rock with, bro, is my fans. That celebrity shit is cool, but the fans keep the lights on.
Have you had a lot of those experiences where you're like, at a celebrity party or whatever, and everybody's like, "Yo, let's work, whatever," and all of a sudden, like the next time you try to call, whatever, like they not picking up, like to do the work or anything like that. Like it was just for the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah. I won't name a rapper, but it's definitely a rapper that super cool with the rapper. We was super cool. We never had any issue. Um, and this is just a rapper. This is not a record label, none of that. This is just a random rapper. We had worked together numerous times, and I think I don't remember what year this was. This was years ago though. And I think I reached out to the rapper like, yo, man, yo, what's up with this next collab I'm about to drop? Regular same conversations that we would normally have. And this day, the conversation wasn't the regular conversation. Like, you know how if I hit you up, hey, what's going on, Payne? You hit me up. What's going on, Panda? Imagine you DM me and I'm like, what can I do for you? You're gonna be like, huh?
Damn.
Right. Like, you all right, bro? And that's how the conversation was with this rapper. It was like, so what's up? What you need? And it was like, nothing, bro. I just I was seeing, could we do this collab? It was like, yeah, well, I'll get back to you. I'll let you know. And it was just like, okay, I don't know what's up with this energy. This is kind of weird. And that was my last time that I reached out to a rapper like that, because it just rubbed me the wrong way, because I didn't even know what happened. I figured it out later. It just was a case of, at that moment, that rapper felt like they were bigger than I was. And pause. But at that moment, the rapper was like, I'm popping probably a little bit more than you are, and I don't need you. And that lesson stuck with me. Like, oh, okay. So when people feel like you're above them, they'll do whatever. When they feel like they got a one up on you, they might not want to work with you. And that's just weird for me.
Bro, you know what's so funny is that after our first interview, I had hit up a rapper. I'm not gonna say the name,
Okay.
and it was like they saw that the drop and everything with you and whatever. They was like, "Oh yeah, let's do an interview. Yeah, yeah." You know what I mean? And like,
Hmm.
and then they end up canceling. And then the next time I hit him up, like, "Yo, let's reschedule, whatever." Like, just left me on scene and everything like that. But it's so funny because it's like the same thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's like people become prisoners of the moment.
Yes.
Almost like, yeah,
Yes.
you know what I mean? I see you, you close to so and so or whatever. Let's do it. And then next thing you know, like people change their minds or they feel different a different day, man.
That's why I learned to just keep my celebrity relationships to myself. Whatever I got going on, big news, I just keep it to myself because when you start exposing things, like I seen you doing interviews over there on that new on the other channel that's super dope with his Cam Capone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Now watch how many people, when they really understand, oh, that's Panda Shop. Watch how many people double back to you, and it's gonna bug you out. Like, man, I'm kind of cool. I don't want to. Now that I guess now I'm cool enough for you to rock with me. Yeah, it's a headache, bro.
But I heard that, some people say like you shouldn't feel that way. Like that, like when they turned you down, you was at a certain level, and then now you up to a higher level. So it makes you more worthy to work with or whatever. You know what I mean? That you shouldn't feel salty about that. Well, how do you feel about that?
I think it's up to you how you feel. But I'll say this:
Hmm.
all of the celebrities that I met, the biggest celebrities were the nicest people. People like Eminem, people like Ice T, people like Bun B, just the biggest legends that you could think of are the nicest people. They don't switch up. They are who they are. You know who switch up the most? You know who acts funny the most? The people that want to be celebrities. That's why I say this game is just weird, bro. Figure out who your clan is, figure out who your audience is, and please them. Keep everything else to yourself, man, because people will switch up on you one day to the next.
Damn. So you must have had like situations where you had real conversations with some of these people and you thought like, yo, like we shared like kind of like a moment where we talked about some real shit, thinking that they a real dude. Next thing you know, you see that it wasn't real at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there's people that I didn't think gave a damn about me that were huge artists, and they're tapping in. They like, no, I seen what you did. Yo, I remember when you were doing this. I still see when you're doing this. So it's just the industry is just weird like that. It'll be like I said, the legends, the bigger artists, they'll be the nicest people, and it'll be the people that's on the in between that'll be so finicky. So just depending on where you're at, depends on how they treat you.
Right.